This is Eric Muathe with Muathe.com. All is well. Let's take a look here and want to discuss the idea of being able to filter from a huge group of potential breakout candidates. Now, one of the characteristics of a market that is trending higher or outright close to new highs or even 52-week highs. So one of the characteristics of a strong market, an upwards trending market, is you tend to have a lot of breakout candidates, a ton of breakout candidates. And this is just part of how the market responds to upward momentum in the general market. Now, in the current market, there is a ton of breakout candidates. And to be honest, a lot of them are doing great. Now, part of that is because you have to filter through to figure out which ones show the best potential. Now, if you go back in the recent couple years, even as to the late 90s, this period here from the mid 90s to 2000, breakout candidates were in huge supply. Lots of breakouts, and they did absolutely phenomenal. Now, again, we get another set of breakouts here in late 2007, 2006, and even this phase here, in fact, from 2009, the market has been very generous in producing breakout candidates. Now that the Nasdaq is pretty much close to all-time monthly closing highs, and will definitely be closing for the most part, because we are coming close to the end of July 2020, it is about to close at an all-time monthly closing highs. This phase of the market means there is a lot, and I mean a lot, of quality breakout candidates. Now, filtering through all of these candidates can be a job in itself. And in fact, this is what I do pretty much most of the day, is shifting through all of these candidates. Now, this is my tracking software here, and the ones that are in color are the ones that have cleared breakouts. So I've set breakout alerts. I keep adjusting these breakout alerts because buy points change over time from week to week, day to day. There's a lot of work to be done, even from a manual perspective, keeping tracks of all of these candidates. Now, in this video, I want to discuss one simple trick to identify which ones to pay attention to. And it is a simple trick, but it's very powerful, and at first it makes no sense. Again, at first it makes no sense as a way to filter this. Now remember, I've been tracking breakouts for 20 years, non-stop, full-time. So I kind of do know what I'm talking about. So one way to filter through all of these candidates, because they all look the same, feel the same, but there's a simple trick. And again, this trick is gonna sound counterintuitive, but what you do is you want to pay more attention. You want to pay more attention to the stocks that are moving the most for the day. So this is the percentage gain for the day. These are the ones to pay attention to, because it's a long list. It's probably 2,000 stocks here. If I go down the list, you can see a lot of breakout candidates. Lots of breakout candidates, and lots of them. For today, the market is up. There's probably hundreds of, if not tens of stocks that look potentially good. But what I do, and it's a very successful way of filtering, is I spend more time and I give more emphasis to the stocks that are leading this list as of today. It's a very simple reason why. It's because what you'll notice over time, and this is not really a secret, it's a known observation, a known fact, the stocks that do good even on the daily basis, the ones that lead the market day to day, the ones that show potential even at the time of breakout, there's something about those stocks, the fact that they can lead the market day to day on a daily basis, as compared to stocks that might be up half a percentage point or 2 percentage points. The ones that are moving tend to have something special about them for the most part. And they, in time, in the weeks and months ahead, are gonna be the biggest movers. It's a simple trick. Try it out or back test it if you can. You'll notice one of the ways to filter from the list of stocks that you own is you better go with the best performing stocks on the day they break out, rather than find a stock that is up 2% as of compared to a stock that is up 20%. The 20% gainer in time is gonna keep moving higher relative to the 2% gain, and I hope that makes sense. Which, by the way, brings me to another point. It is why it makes sense to make sure you understand day to day which stocks are leading the market on a daily basis, because what's going to become self-evident is that the stocks that appear in these top gainers for the day actually tend to be the market's leadership even months and weeks down the road. I'll give you a quick example. This stock here is up 30% for the day today, right? Yesterday, I sent out a breakout alert for this very stock. Why? Because it was doing well even yesterday among the stocks I was tracking. So take a look at the chart here, and you can see, yes, it is breaking out. But even yesterday, before today's 30% move, yesterday it was among the top gainers in my daily list. So again, one way to track the best stocks in a market is to make sure you understand the top gainers, because for some odd reason, or maybe it even makes sense, the ones with momentum day to day tend to be the ones with momentum week to week, month to month. And in fact, there's a good example here. This stock is up substantially over the last 2 days. So today at some point, the high for the day was at $60. So again, the high for the day was 60. Right now, it is up 300% for the day. Today alone. I mean today alone, it is up 300% as of right now, trading at 33. So there's it's lost 50% of its gains for the day, right? A substantial moving instrument. But that's not the point. Stocks move every day. There's always a stock breaking some amazing moves on a daily basis. But that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is this stock today is the top gaining stock in the entire US market, as we can see here for the day. So let me make sure we have the date. All right, so July 29th, and you can see it is leading the market by a mile, if not hundreds of miles. All right, so the top gainer today. Yet, if you go back to yesterday's top gainers, and here's a list of yesterday's top gainers, you can see here, maybe you can, but that's for July 28th. The top gainer yesterday was the same stock. Yesterday it was up 200%. Pretty amazing. So it closed yesterday at $8, only to open today. So again, yesterday closed at 8. Today opened at 18. But as the point is, they don't do this every day, but it does kind of align with what I'm trying to explain here, that you're better off always defaulting to the stocks that move day to day. So if you have 3 candidates, one of them is up 10% for the day, and you want to thinking of buying it as a breakout candidate. Let's say another one is up 5%. So let's take a look at this scenario here. One of them is a stock you're thinking of buying is up, let's say 10%. So 10% gain for the day. 10%. Let's say another one is up, let's give it 5%. And another candidate is up 2%. What I'm saying is, if all the things are equal, this is your best moving instrument. Why? Because it is proving on the very day it has more power. There's something about it that is making it move faster than the others. So out of a group of stocks, one way you can filter is by making sure you pay attention to the leader that is proving itself even on a day-to-day basis, or week-to-week basis, or month-to-month basis, depending on what time frame you are using. So one last time, even when trading breakouts, do pay attention to the top gainers of the day, of the session. Eric Muathe with Muathe.com. Love and light, light and love. Namaste.